In this video, we're going to talk about the irregular verb avoir. Avoir is an irregular verb, which means that it doesn't follow a specific pattern. It's not a regular IR verb, even though it ends with the letters IR. So this is one of those verbs you'll just have to memorize, and there are no steps to follow. So the verb avoir means to have. And for this one, we're actually going to use J apostrophe instead of JE for je, because the verb is going to start with a vowel. Okay, and here's how you conjugate the verb. A, avant, avait, on. It's a short one. So we have a, avant, avait, on. Okay, these two over here are pronounced the same, a. This one, there's not supposed to be a space here. I just kind of tried to separate it so you could see where the verb is. And the reason we use the apostrophe is because the verb starts with a vowel. Over here, we've got nous avons, and vous avez, and ils ont. So for these, you're going to actually pronounce a little Z sound at the end of the subject pronoun. See how there's an S here on the end of each of these? We're going to pronounce that S as a Z sound because the verb starts with a vowel. So instead of nous avons, it's nous avons, vous avez, ils ont. What does this mean in English? I have, you have, he has, we have, you have, they have. Okay, an example of when you would use this. Well, the most obvious example is when you want to talk about something that somebody has. So let's say I wanted to say, I have a house. I have a house. Or she has a dog. Elle a un chien. She has a dog. But another way you can use this is to talk about somebody's age. Now in English, when we talk about age, we say, I am 16 years old. But in French, they say, I have 16 years. So you can do this, j'ai, and then you put the number here. J'ai says un. I'm 16 years old. Oops. And what that really means is I have 16 years. If you are a Spanish speaker, this is the same way that they talk about age in Spanish. So if you speak Spanish, think about how would you say the sentence, I'm 16 years old in Spanish. Now let me guess that you just said in Spanish in your head, I have 16 years. Am I right? So a lot of times people see this and they think, that's so weird. Why did they say I have 16 years instead of I am 16 years? Well, it's not really weird. It's just different from the way we do it. But there are other languages that do it the same way as French, such as Spanish. So let's do some more examples. You could say tu as 15 ans. You have 15 years, or we would say in English, you are 15 years old. Il a 8 ans. He has 8 years. Nous avons 17 ans. We have 17 years. Vous avez 14 ans. You have 14 years. Or elles ont 15 ans. They have 15 years. Okay, so that's how we'll use it for now, but you certainly can use it for talking about actual objects or things that people have. And that is how you conjugate the verb avoir.